Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up.
Monday's episode of The Young and the Restless delivers emotional reunions, shocking updates, and major decisions that could change several lives in Genoa City. From Patty Williams finally facing justice to Victor and Nikki planning a romantic getaway, the drama continues to build. Meanwhile, Nick Newman struggles in rehab, and Noah makes a surprising decision about his future. Patty's future is finally decided. The episode begins with encouraging news for Jack Abbott and Diane Jenkins Abbott. While spending time together at the Park Cafe, they receive an important phone call from Detective James Burrow. The detective confirms that Dr. Lawrence Markham has been arrested for his role in Patty Williams' shocking actions. Even more importantly, Patty has been transferred to a maximum security psychiatric facility where she will remain while awaiting trial. After everything she has put the Abbott family through, Jack and Diane finally feel a sense of relief. Although the legal process is far from over, they believe Patty can no longer threaten their family. The update also changes their perspective on Victor Newman. Instead of focusing all their energy on revenge, Jack and Diane decide it may be time to move forward. While Victor's actions created plenty of pain, they agree that constantly seeking payback will only keep old wounds open. Kyle refuses to let Victor win. Elsewhere, Victoria Newman shares wonderful news with Kyle Abbott. She tells her that Nikki Newman has regained her eyesight, giving the entire Newman family something to celebrate. Victoria also hopes everyone can finally leave the bitter Newman-Abbott feud behind. However, Kyle isn't nearly as forgiving. Although he understands why peace would benefit both families, Kyle believes Victor deserves consequences for everything he has done. He refuses to lower his guard or forget the damage Victor caused. Later, Kyle meets with Jack and Diane and immediately questions their decision to step away from revenge. He wants to know exactly how they plan to strike back against Victor. The conversation reveals that while Jack and Diane may be ready to move on, Kyle's anger is far from over. Victor and Nikki plan a romantic escape. Meanwhile, life takes a happier turn at the Newman Ranch. Now that Nikki has recovered her vision, she encourages Victor to leave Genoa City behind for a while. She suggests a romantic vacation to beautiful Venice, where the two of them can reconnect without family drama getting in the way. Victor quickly warms to the idea, and Victoria is delighted when she hears about their travel plans. After months of chaos, the couple hopes this trip will give them a fresh start they desperately need. Nick faces his greatest fear. Over at rehab, Nick Newman experiences a terrifying nightmare that reminds him just how fragile his recovery really is. In the dream, Nick gives in to temptation and starts taking pills again. As everything spirals out of control, he watches helplessly as Matt Clark threatens Noah's life. Nick desperately tries to save his son, but he can't stop the tragedy from unfolding. The nightmare becomes even more painful when Sharon blames him for everything. Nick suddenly wakes up shaken, realizing it was only a dream, but the fear feels completely real. Although he wants to call Sharon for comfort, he decides against it because he doesn't want to worry her. Instead, he begins questioning whether entering rehab was the right decision at all, showing how difficult his recovery journey has become. Mariah comes home as Noah says goodbye. At Crimson Lights, Sharon receives wonderful news when Mariah Coland arrives after being released from the psychiatric facility. Their emotional reunion brings hope that Mariah can finally begin rebuilding her life. Mariah happily shares that she has already reunited with Tessa and little Aria, making her return home even more meaningful. Soon afterward, Noah Newman joins them with surprising news of his own. He reveals that he and Sienna Bacall are leaving for Los Angeles, at least temporarily. Noah explains that remaining in Genoa City while Matt Clark is still around would only create more danger. He promises Mariah that once Matt is no longer a threat and Nick has recovered, he hopes to return home. Sharon supports Noah's decision completely, believing his safety must come first. As Mariah learns everything that has happened with Matt and Nick's stay in rehab, she realizes just how much Genoa City has changed while she was away. The episode also hints at a new beginning for the Shadow Room. Since Noah is leaving town, someone will need to manage the popular club, and all signs point to Danny Ramalotti stepping into that role in the days ahead. Monday's episode delivers emotional healing, difficult choices, and exciting new beginnings while setting the stage for even bigger twists as the week continues.